Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Peter's studio. Today, we are reacting to a very controversial issue involving Daniel Bwala and the international media network Al Jazeera. Recently, an interview featuring Daniel Bwala went viral, especially a clip where he was being questioned by journalist Mehdi Hasan. Many people on social media believed Bwala was cornered during the interview. But now, Bwala is pushing back and claiming the interview was edited in a misleading way. So let's break down what he is saying and react to it.
I've seen a lot of commentaries in the social media saying that in the interview, I was asked a question I denied, and that played my previous comment, and I kept denying and denying and denying. Unfortunately, that was not what transpired. Questions were asked and answered, those ones that I denied after the interview ended. Al Jazeera went and did a fresh production of 8-minute version of what they wanted to push. And in that fresh production, they now went back to research my previous comments. And what they did was they did cut and join. They portrayed to the public that in that interview I was asked, and when I answered, it was not favorable. They played my previous comment regarding the question that they asked, unethical and illegal. That is what all the media people that I asked, they told me. Unfortunately, I don't know why Al Jazeera did that. They said I was asked, and I was denying that I said some things against my principal, President Bola Tinubu. When the full production is released, you would see that for more than 8 to 15 minutes, wherein I was asked about the things I said about the president, I acknowledged those words.
1. His main claim: the interview was edited. According to Daniel Bwala, the original interview lasted about 1 hour and 19 minutes, but only 49 minutes were uploaded online. Now this is important. Bwala claims that almost 20 minutes were removed, and he is asking Al Jazeera to release the full interview so the public can judge fairly. My reaction here is simple. If this claim is true, then the best solution is transparency. In modern journalism, when there's a controversy about editing, the easiest way to settle the issue is to release the complete, unedited interview. That way, the public can see what questions were asked, what answers were given, and whether anything important was removed. So, on this particular point, his demand is actually reasonable. 2. The viral 8-minute clip. Now, Bwala made a more serious allegation. He said the viral 8-minute clip circulating online was not simply taken from the interview. According to him, extra video clips from his past statements were inserted after the interview, creating the impression that during the interview he was being confronted with those clips and kept denying them. In other words, he is accusing the producers of cut and join editing. If what he is saying is accurate, that raises serious journalistic ethics questions, because normally, if a journalist wants to confront a guest with past statements, the guest is shown those statements during the interview so they can respond in real time. But again, this is still an allegation from one side. The only way to verify it is for Al Jazeera to release the full recording. 3. His defense about criticizing President Tinubu. Another point Bwala addressed is the criticism that he once attacked Bola Ahmed Tinubu but is now defending him. Bwala's explanation is that at the time he made those statements, he was in the opposition, specifically in the People's Democratic Party. According to him, opposing the government was literally his job as an opposition spokesperson. And to be fair, that is actually how politics works in many democracies. Politicians often criticize opponents during campaigns and later change positions when alliances shift. Whether people agree with that or not, it is not unusual in politics. 4. His regret about accepting the interview. Now, another interesting moment was when Bwala said he regrets accepting the interview. He believed the discussion would focus on government policy, but he felt the interviewer was more interested in his past comments rather than current policies. Now, viewers who watched interviews by Mehdi Hasan know that he is famous for hard questioning and fact-checking past statements. So, in a way, that style of journalism is not new. Many politicians who appear on such programs usually prepare for very tough cross-examination. Finally, the most serious part of his statement. Bwala said he has already written to Al Jazeera, and if the issue is not resolved publicly, the matter could end in court in England. That is a very strong statement. Taking an international media organization to court would mean he believes the alleged editing caused serious reputational damage. But again, the key issue remains the same. The public will need to see the full interview to know who is right.
Final thought. So at this stage, what we are seeing is two competing narratives. One narrative from the viral clips circulating online, and another narrative from Daniel Bwala saying those clips were misleadingly edited. The best way to resolve the controversy is simple: release the full interview. Once the full version is available, the public can judge for themselves. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Peter's Studio, where we break down politics, media controversies, and major issues shaping society. And tell me in the comments, do you think the interview was unfair, or do you think Daniel Bwala was simply out-debated? Let's talk about it.